Hi everyone, welcome back to Tool Time Tuesday, and as always I try to bring you tools that you can use in the shop that don't really cost a whole lot, because a lot of people have welders now and there's a lot of good uses for them. So let's say you have brackets, plates, or something the hole's drilled wrong in, and well, how are you going to fill it? Well, you can stitch it just like I'm showing you here and it'll work. It's kind of hard if you got to get up in something, but if you have to get up, let's say inside of a body panel or something, and they make like the copper spoons that you can weld up against. And obviously you can't put a piece of steel on the back because you're just going to weld the two together. Well, today's little tool is going to help you weld this stuff and make it easier. So what we got today is a little item from Strong Hand. You see a lot of Strong Hand stuff on here. I'm a big fan of their tools, and well, if you find something that works, you stick with it. But it uses those little V-pads that you've seen on here before. Well, this time it's going to give you a backer for the weld, but you won't get weld on it. So let me show you how you use it. Okay, so it's geared up with the magnets. So if you have something you have to weld up, all right, so what we can do here is we get the magnets bolt down. The little knob doesn't have to be tight. The whole goal of this thing is just to position it over the open hole. So the whole point is just to get it stuck down. So let me show you what happens when you weld up against this. And never discount the use of a good tool like reading glasses. And if you have to wear these when you weld because seeing is good, check out the ones with the blue blockers. They do work a lot better. It's almost like a 2 for Tool Tuesday. Look at that good boy. You slowly build and you don't worry about hitting the copper backer. You need to slowly just lay the wire into it. You don't worry about not touching that copper pad. You don't want to just sit there laying into the wire because that's going to overheat everything. When you're done, you just, because that's going to be hot. Don't worry about that pad getting dirty. That'll clean right off. Sometimes you'll need this tight, sometimes you need it loose. If you need more or less, you can bend this piece of spring steel as well. But really not hardly any wear on it. But where it comes in real handy is the back side. You don't have as much cleanup now because it's fairly flat. And then between each of the welds, just take your Scotch-Brite in here and it just takes off most of the crud. Now you could always put a little anti-spatter on it. You know, it'll help it from sticking without the backer and with the backer. So that's a Strong Hand's hole plug magnet. Well, that's a long name. And it comes on these little magnetic V's. And so I'll leave a link for this in the description below. And get out and build something. Country needs more people who can build things with their hands. Thinking about doing a Weld Wednesday. I think the two will go together very well. Remember to share this. Check out our Patreon if you're interested in doing some welding lives together. See you here for the equipment to use with something like this.